Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Carrie's Musings. I'm Carrie. Now I'm the host of this show. Glad to see you. Howdy, howdy. Hope everybody's doing good on this Thursday. The last 2 days, I've been down with the creepy cruds, dizzy, nauseated. Whew, terrible. But I'm going to try to carry this through. And the nose. So if you see me duck out, excuse me. Anyway, as I wait and see if anybody comes on, let me post a link so people can join me if they'd like. I like talking to people. So if it cooperates with me, there we go. There we go. It's pinned up there. You can come and join me, talk about it. Wait a few more minutes. See if anybody joins up or more joins up, whatever the case may be. But I want to talk about hate today. And seeing a lot of it this week, a lot of hate going on. Terrible. Some of the things people are saying, some of the things people are doing. Instead of helping, they're trying to hinder. Say they're doing it for freedom, but who knows? But it's like Chumbawamba. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Nobody ever going to keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Nobody ever going to keep me down. Anyway, a lot of hate been spewing on the streams this week. Several of them. I was on one Monday with Tommy Temper, but people just don't understand what freedoms are being lost. They don't understand how we're losing it, and that they're helping in the cause of losing it by infighting, talking about each other, spewing hate all over the place. And folks, we can't do that. We have to band together. No matter what we do, stop the infighting. Stop the going against each other. This group's not no good. That group's not no good. Here, there, and everywhere. Hitting everybody. Whether they're good, bad, or indifferent. It doesn't matter. We need to all band together and fight for our freedoms. Or we're going to lose them quick. Big time quick. I just don't understand whether it's for the money or what have you, why they're out spewing the hate. And I take it just for the money. They talk about grifting, they're not helping. So if they're not helping, what are they doing it for? I don't know. I can't figure it. Why can't we get along? Why can't we band together? We're not fighting a government. We're fighting a philosophy, a way of life. We're not fighting government. Government has turned that way because the people have let it turn that way. It's not the government we're after. We want to change the ways. The way we want to live free. We don't want somebody over our back telling us what to do. Yes, the government's a big part of it, but we had to start locally. We had to start person to person, change people's opinions, and talk about it everywhere. Not just take down the government. It's not about taking down the government. It's talking about changing people's minds and the way they think, like they're doing to us. They're changing our minds. They're slipping things in gradually, turning us into a socialist society. And folks, we have to guard against it. We have to do whatever we can to work against it. Sorry about that. We have to stay strong. We have to stay very strong. Band together. Don't join an organization. Just help the organizations. Help all of them. Don't matter what their name is. If you're fighting for freedom, it won't matter. You're fighting for one thing, freedom. Not an organization. Not an outfit. Get out there and join others with like minds and spread the word. Don't talk about somebody. Don't cut them down because they do one thing or the other. Get out there and help. If you don't like what one party is doing, go somewhere else. Just don't broadcast it. Let dead dogs lie. Go out and fight for freedom. Keep that on your mind only. Not what this person or that person or the other person's doing. That's not helping you one bit. Not helping anybody one bit. And we've got to stop it. We've got to stop what's going on. I'm wondering if I got my hand gestures right. Yeah, what do you know? Nope, it's wrong. Oh, me. If I ever get myself the right side on, I'll be amazed. I try switching the camera so my right hand will be where it's supposed to be. It shows it on my video, but it don't show it on the output. Crazy. Maybe someday I'll slip out, just accidentally get it right. I don't know. But folks, like, share this video out everywhere. But we've got to stop this hate talk. We've got to stop it dead in its tracks. People on right now just belittling other people, other streamers. It's sad what's going on, folks. Streamers need to get together and talk the same talk and walk the same walk. They need to band together and help each other and help it get the word out to everybody. If not, we're going to lose. Like they say, we're losing. Are we? Are we losing? It's only in the mind, folks. It's only in the mind. If you've lost, you've lost. If you lost, you're done. So don't lose. Get out there and win. Win by talking to your neighbor. Win by talking to somebody in the convenience store. Win by talking everywhere you go. What do you think about what's going on these days? 9 times out of 10, they'll say they hate it. Talk about what we can do, what they can do. Enlighten people. They're afraid. They're afraid that if they speak up, somebody will do something to them. Somebody will say something to them. Can't be afraid. We can't be afraid. We have to get out there and do it. We have to get out there and stand strong and not care what people say. And the harder they fight against us, the harder we need to fight for our right. We need to get out there and talk louder. Holler, whatever we have to do. It don't matter. We have to stay stronger than the other side. If we don't stay stronger, we lose. We lose. If we tuck our tails and hide, we lose. You can't tuck your tail and hide. There's so many out there trying to push a left agenda that they think is right. Like help for all the people, help for medical, help for this, help for that. Always help me, help me, help me. Folks, that costs money. It costs the government cannot run anything. Look at the post office. The government has failed at running everything. So we need to take it away. We need to vote people in that will shut down these useless organizations. Get some of these side offices out. I heard on the news that they were trying to, that Biden was against the flat tax. He said the Republicans were trying to start the flat tax again. Whether it's right or wrong, it's something we need to look into. If it won't work, then pass it off to the side. But we need other alternatives, and that's what we elect our people to go to Washington to do, is to find other alternatives to what's going on now. And if we don't do it, we're going to be in the dumpster. Plain and simple. We're going to be in the dumpster. We have to get out. We have to change things. We don't want to be a socialist society. And where's that going to come from? Well, it's going to start local and it's going to work its way up, because they don't start at the top and work down. They work at the bottom and work up. Been doing that for many years. The Soviet Union said that they were going to take over our country through our children. Well, that's what's going on. They're working through our children, trying to groom them the way they think, the way they want it, and put their own type in local. When they get local, they can work their way up easy. Just keep putting their own people in. The more numbers they get, the better off they are. So we got to cut those numbers down. Just like a bunch of weeds, just whack them out, pull them out. Take a drink because my COPD is acting up with this whatever creepy crud I have. Hopefully I get rid of it by Saturday, because we had the flag wave here. Getting ready for that. Everybody in Florida, come and join us. You can see the flyers on all of our page, on the Riva Dive Girls page. Everywhere, everybody in Florida should have it on their page. Let's spread the word. Come and meet us in Groveland Saturday. Hopefully we have a good turnout. If not, we'll have fun. But folks, it starts with one, and it grows. You get 2, then you get 4, then you get 8, then you get 24, what have you. You have to grow it. It may take time, but it'll grow. If you have the right message, it'll grow. Don't be afraid to grow it. Don't be afraid to start small. Just talk. It might get old. It might sound boring to you when you do it over and over and over. Believe me, I know. I come on and I talk, and I tell what I think, and hopefully it'll get through to 1 or 2 or 100. Who knows? It don't matter. I've dedicated my life to this, and that's what I'm going to do. God, then country. And it's not just taking the government on. It's not just taking on the government, because we still are the government. So we have to take ourselves on. We have to take our own minds on. Teach ourselves how to change. And others, show them. Show them in actions. What have you. It don't matter. Every little bit helps. Call your representatives. Tell them what you think. Write to the J6ers. Let them know you still love them. You still care for what they did. not the ones that destroyed the place, because we had a few that destroyed the place. Now, whether they have them incarcerated or not, I don't know. I don't know who did what, where, and when. But we need a just justice system to judge them, to show the facts, whether they were or they weren't. But they're not getting it. We need to let our representatives know that they need fair treatment, that they need justice. Right, wrong, or indifferent, they need justice. If they were guilty, they need to serve their time. But it's getting to where now is plenty of time for what happened on that day. You get less time for other things similar. But don't stand up to the government, because they're trying to make us afraid. Hey, Sean, how you doing? Good to have you on here. But all this hate that's going around, we had to squash it and not pay attention to it. And all the live streamers that don't hate, get together and talk and spread the word. It's not about the government, it's about our freedom. And like I said, we are the people. It's we the people. We have to change ourselves. Change the way we act, the way we put it out. We're not fighting for the government. We're fighting for ourselves, for our individual rights. And it's going to take a lot of numbers. And you can't get a lot of numbers by fighting with each other. So forget the idea we are fighting against the government, but the government is us. Think about it. We had to start on our own base and work our way to the government, starting from the bottom up, and change everything. Get these drag shows off. Squash the rainbow. Whatever it takes. But only we can do it. We had to step up and take it on our own. We have to step up. We're not stepping up. We're stepping back. We're sitting back. We're throwing barbs at each other. It's crazy. You're right. It's about our freedoms. And if we lose our freedoms, we lose everything. We lose it all. It can't make it any plainer. It starts with us. We have to do it. The critical race theory, out at the rally Saturday, they had Stop Racism. People do not know what racism is now. They don't even know they don't know what racism is. Everything is racist. You say something against one thing, it's racist. They don't even know what it is. They never lived like I did back in the day, where you had a black water fountain, you had a white water fountain, you had a black restroom, you had a white restroom. They couldn't ride in the back in the front of the bus. That was racism. We don't have that anymore. A black family has just as much rights as we do as whites, and vice versa. We're all treated the same. Everybody has a car, TV, you name it. There is racism, but it's not like it used to be. And we can't keep bringing that up, trying to divide people. And that's all it is. It's a division method. They're trying to divide us. Let's not let it happen. We got to stop it. You know, the Bible says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. That's what we had to get to. That's what we had to get to. That's one of the 10 Commandments. And our rule of law is based on those commandments, on the Judeo-Christian ideas. It's like Mags put a video on today. And the fellow says that equality is never mentioned in any religion. There's no such thing as equal. There's always going to be somebody better or somebody worse. Nobody is equal. Hi, Hot Damn. Glad you stopped in. Please share it. Hit the like button. But I'm preaching to the choir, I know. But we have to do it ourselves. We are the ones that had to take it out to the people. We're the ones that had to talk about it and let everybody know what's going on, how it is, and wake them up to it. Thank you very much. We are the messengers, and we need to grow in numbers that this country has never seen before. We need to grow it big. So we have to stop fighting among ourselves and help every group out, not just one group, but every freedom group. Help them out. If you see something coming up, go to it. Help out. Join it. Not join the group, but help the groups. All of them. Each and every one of them. Because they are fighting against us. The other side is fighting against us big time, and they're not letting up. They're not going to let up. So we have to ignore them, not be afraid, and go out there and do our thing. Well, we must think alike there, Sean. I think we do pretty much. I mean, it's terrible to see what is going on YouTube with other factions trying to cut down organizations, trying to make them lose. Why? And then they sit there and in the next breath and say they are for freedom. How? How can you be for freedom and talk against another group? I don't understand. If your butts are sore, get away from them, shut your mouth. That's all I can say. Hey, Casey, how you doing? Somebody come on here and help me. Like I said before, I got the creepy creds, and I'm not in too good a shape right now. But I saw that last night, and then I'm seeing it right now. They're on right now, just tearing up people, naming names, saying derogative remarks. And it's sad, folks. We need to band together and somehow outvoice them. And there's not very many people voicing these days. John, can you type on some links here for other streamers? Or Casey? Casey, both of you are mods. Well, that's the way they act. They're butt sore. I'm telling you, it's really sad to hear some of these comments, and they all go from 3 or 4 that are alike, and it's all the same people. I could only stand about 20 or 30 minutes of it, and I had to go. I said, "Oh, this is sad." I don't know how to do that. That's why I don't have any mods. I have to figure out for the next time. But everybody knows Arriva Dive Girl, and we have, of course, the Stormtrooper, and everybody out there is trying to spread the word. We have Red Cactus, and most of y'all mod the other channels. But we need to build all these live streamers up. Get them all out there. And spread the word. Yeah, that's for sure. I'm building slow but sure. Slow but sure. I don't care if I get a lot of big numbers. I just want the truth to be known. I just want the word out there and to help as much as I can. Because we need it, folks. We need all the help we can get. All the help we can get. There you go. We the people. Yep. There's a lot out there, but we're not saturating it the way we should. We should have a lot more live streamers. We should have a lot more people talking, because we need to flood YouTube with the word. We need to put it out there everywhere. Even have live streamers get together and talk about what's going on and how we can operate and do things. Get the word out. Get it out more efficiently. It's just like YouTube. I don't know about the notifications, whether people are getting notifications. I don't get notifications. I can be sitting on somebody's page and they'll be online, and I'm still looking at their live page, and it doesn't show me anything. So it's hard. I know it's hard. I tried putting it into groups, but I don't know. It doesn't seem to be working somehow. Somehow we need a way to notify each other when somebody's coming on and what have you. We know just about what time, but I don't know. Everybody's schedule fluctuates. I try to come on every Thursday, Tuesday and Thursday, somewhere between 2 and 4. I try to come on, so you can mark that down, look for me. But as far as notifications, I don't know how or I've got notifications myself on my own page the next evening in my email. So it's crazy. But spread the word, and without Grifton, help all these live streamers. Help them out, because it costs money to do this. It's like Red Cactus was saying, she needed battery packs and what have you today. And some of them, I don't even know how we could help them because they don't have anything on there. There you go. Yeah, you could do a live stream easy. Just go to StreamYard.com. Start with StreamYard. It's pretty self-explanatory, and they have videos on how to start on StreamYard. You don't have to pay for it. You can bring 3 people in free to start. And if you make a little money, I guess they raise it to $20, but I pay $10 a month, and I can bring up to 10 people in. But it's really easy to use, and you can make your little buttons. As you can see, Carrie's Musings, my picture up there, and my banners. I can even put my Cash App up there so people can see it, but I try not to do that. People can look in my About section and find that out. But basically, I just keep that up there, which is push button on the side. It's really easy. I understand that. It is very hard to think about what you're going to talk about. You can think about it all day before you go on. You go online, and the bright light from the ring that I have here just camera shock. I guess I don't know, but and I'm getting to the age where I forget. I used to have perfect recall. I can remember everything. Now I have to write it down, and I'm not used to writing things down, so I forget a lot. And I get off and I say, "Why didn't I say that?" But it's going to happen. It happens to the best. It happens to everybody. I can see it with some of the streamers when they start talking about going, or they start talking slow. You know it's about the end because they're forgetting what they're going to say. So it happens to all of us, every one of us. You get on there, and unless somebody says something and clicks the little memory button, you forget. You forget a lot. But as long as you get the main message across, that's what counts. And that's what we need to do, is get the message across to everybody. Bring people that don't know what's going on in so they can find out what's going on. And there are so many things that so many problems with our country. So many things have been slid in. We could never talk about every problem we have. We could never, ever touch base with all of it. It's gone so bad. It would take a millennia to get to every issue. So we had to find the most important issues and talk about it. It's like the flat sales tax versus the income tax. Oh, they don't want to do away with the IRS, but we don't need the IRS. It's too complicated, too out of date. It's like you probably heard me talk about my taxes before. I didn't file during the Obama years, and I did, and they have a 3-year rule on refunds. I didn't know about a 3-year rule. Who knows about a 3-year rule? But after 3 years, it goes to the Federal Reserve, and we have it no more. We can't get it back. But they can come after us as long as it takes. That's true too. The ATF is just as bad. All these three letter organizations, a lot of them need to go. It's just like the FBI infiltrating groups and putting plans to them and talking them into doing things illegal. It shouldn't be done. Should not be done. Period. We have so much stuff going on. And I heard that they were prosecuting people in Atlanta that were tearing up. But I'm sure it's a small amount. Just something to show. And what do you think about this in Pence with the documents found in his home? Or he said he found them, whichever way it is. Do you think that's some way taking the light off of Biden, taking the heat off of Biden? Well, we all do it. That's what I'm starting to think. He's doing it just to take the pressure off of Biden, because it was coming down hard. I'm seeing my sorry about that. My chat online is not corresponding with what I have on the StreamYard, so bear with me. Yeah, Obama probably took a lot too, probably quite a bit. But did everybody hear about the gay guys in Georgia that adopted two boys and was pimping them out to pedophiles? So much for our DCF or whatever they use in Georgia, helping kids out. That's pathetic. Hi, Annie. Hi, Carol. Good to have you here. But they were pimping these boys out to pedophiles, which is sad. DCF does not help our children. They don't care where they put the children, as long as they put them somewhere. They don't care, and that's my sore thumb. That and the drag queen and the Rainbow Coalition. That's my thing, because I had to fight with my granddaughters. I see how they're taught in school, and I see how they teach them in school, and it is pathetic. It's pathetic what they do to our children. And this group talking about protesting against Buffalo Man this weekend. And he's out there doing the best he can against the drags. And they're talking trash about it. It's pathetic. But like I said, we have to band together and help each other out. All of us. All of us. Get out and do our thing. Hi there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's unique. But all of us have to get out and talk. So that's all it takes. Talk. Yes, I'm American. Are you? Hello. Why would you think I'm not American? Because I'm pushing for freedom? You can come on and join me if you'd like. Talk about it. I'm here. I won't bite. I can't bite. I guess not. But things are going on around the country that are disgusting in all forms. All forms. And unless we do something, it's going to continue. It's going to continue going until they run all over us. Yes, that's my backdrop. I love my American flags. We have a flag wave Saturday, and I'll be participating in that. I'm kicking my stand. But it helps in decorating my messy room too. So, yes, I'm in Florida, the great state of Florida, with Ron DeSantis. And some of the things they said Saturday about DeSantis make your skin crawl. Oh, did you see the young lad that was there talking? If you watch the videos, sorry, that was Val and Jerry Deming's son or daughter, transgender. Val Demings' child. Think about it. And we voted, people of Florida voted her in. And voted him in, Jerry Demings, as Orange County mayor, the county mayor, not the city mayor, but the county. We had not Jerry, sorry. Oh, help me out, Sean. Oh, can't think of his name. Anyway, we have a city mayor too, 2 mayors, which is crazy, ridiculous. But it's sad watching Orlando go into the styles they've gone into and pushing the agenda they're trying to push, along with Disney. Disney's another story. All kinds of trouble coming out of it, with people being arrested for pedophilia and what have you, prostitution, you name it. Buddy Dyer. Yep, Buddy Dyer. They need to get rid of Buddy too. It's pathetic to watch a city to go down the way it's going down. They light up every night in rainbow colors. Every night the city goes into the rainbow colors. It's sad, folks, that a minority could push us so far. There you go. On the chat, that is the address for the flag wave this Saturday. Everybody come out. Everybody in the Florida area, come out and join us. Even come on down from up north. Get a little bit of warm weather. It won't be warm as far as Florida's concerned, but it'll be warm for you. Be in the upper 60s, low 70s. Yeah, it is crazy to sit here and watch the city go on like that when they are the minority and they act like the majority. But let me tell you, they are trying to make it a majority. If you saw the rally, you could tell they want it that way. They want to be a majority. And they're all coming here as a safe haven. It's getting worse. And only we can stop it. Only we can stop it. We have to do it. I mean, it's not two sides. Really, it's not Republican or Democrat. It's right or wrong. It's coming down to right or wrong, not the parties, because both parties are at fault. I mean, we'd have to change everything, because there isn't really a two-party. It's they go along with whatever comes up, lining their pockets instead of helping the people. They're not listening to us anymore, and we have to change it. We have to get people in there that will listen. It means everyone has to vote and check out the person that you're voting for. Make sure they're going to do what you ask them. When they go to the orientation as a freshman, are they going to stand against the ones that tell them they have to do what they're told? Are they going to do their thing for the people? We have to find this out before we elect them. People a lot of them are just running for office just to get power. I mean, that's all they're out for is power. A lot of them, both sides. I mean, I'm not taking sides with either one of them. I mean, look at Lindsey Graham. Pure example. And we have to get people like that out. and get people that will do the job and do it for the people and not for themselves. And it's going to be a hard road to hoe, but we got to do it. Somehow, some way, we have to educate the people, get them unafraid, show them we can do it, and do it. And that's going to take every one of us. Every one of us. Yeah, we got to fight for God. And that's the first thing we need to do. Keep with the Lord. Pray without ceasing and do his work. Put on the full armor and do God's work. And it is God's work. There is no such thing as separation of church and state. Never has been. They want it to be, but there isn't. There isn't. The only thing mentioned anywhere in the founding fathers was Thomas Jefferson wrote a letter to the Baptist ministers talking about separation of church and state. But he wasn't trying to separate it. Our law was set up to allow all religion, no matter what you are. Not a government religion like that was going on in Britain at the time. They had their own government religion, the Anglican Church, and everybody had to abide by the Anglican way. And our founding fathers didn't want that. They wanted all religion accepted, freedom of religion, not separation. How can you have freedom of religion and separate it? You can't. You can't separate it. It's like equality. There's nothing equal. Nobody's ever equal, period. You can't have it. It's impossible. The same goes for the separation of church and state. It's impossible. You can't do it. Even our Lord said it when he was living. Give unto Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and unto God the things that are God's. I mean, that's not separation. It's separate things, but it's not separation. You have to both do both at the same time. And our churches have gone astray so bad, you don't know where to go. Frankly, I do my own Jesus Lives group because there's a lot of people out there that cannot find a church that they feel they're right in. Because you go to a church with a tattoo, or you go to a church with an earring in, or anything, and you're a sinner. They try to push you into one way. However way, there's thousands and thousands and thousands, well, hundreds of thousands, millions of churches, and all of them are different. So how do you decide? You read your Bible, you take it by what you feel, how you interpret it, and you live that way. Because John 3:16 tells it all. If you believe it, which is a strong word, it's stronger than believe. Believe it takes it a little bit farther. You have to live it all the time, 100%. Believe it, you have everlasting life. But that's the way it is, pure and simple. Not the way they push it in churches. Yes, and it's prayer without ceasing, all the time, constantly praying. We have to, or we'll fail. We need to get God back in our country, in our schools, back in our churches. The minister should be talking about this, about our freedoms being gone. All kinds of things we could do. But until we let them know that's what we want, they won't do it. Yeah, the church actually, according to the Bible, is not a building. It's the people of God, people of the Lord. That's what the church is. It's not a structure. Because Jesus never belonged to a church. The disciples never belonged to a church. There wasn't a church. The church are Christ's people. And he says, where two or three are gathered together, there I will be also. That spells it out pure and simple. A lot of ministers tell you, well, if you don't come to church, you won't find Jesus. They're totally mistaken, because Jesus is everywhere, wherever you're talking about him. And that's what I try to put across, you know. Most evenings, 3:20. Yeah, the jab is terrible. And they say that people that got the jab can pass it on to people that didn't, which is highly possible. It's scary. Yep. But church actually was wherever it was, wherever Jesus is everywhere. Everywhere. But I got lost. Yeah, it's 3:21 here. 3:21. And earlier, the further west you go. But folks, we need to change everything. We need to change everything, from the church to the people's minds. We have to band together and not squabble, and teach the truth, teach it to everybody about what's going on with our country, and to do our best, our personal best, in fighting for it. You're right, Annie. Yes, he'll find you. You don't have to give up whatever you're doing. You just get down on your knees and pray and ask the Lord for forgiveness, and he'll help you with your problems that you have. He'll help you with all of it. You don't have to wait to correct it first. He'll help you through it. But we've got to keep God upmost in everything. They say, well, they're too religious. They talk too much religion. It all goes hand in hand. If there's no God, then there's Satan. Where there's no God, there's Satan. Pure and simple. No ifs, ands, or buts. And unfortunately, when they threw God out of the schools and out of the Democratic Party, we started on the downward spiral. And a lot of these people are out there talking against religion, but they bring up religion when it benefits them. Go figure on that too. They say that Satan can look like an angel and can quote the scriptures and make it look like he's good. And he's doing it now, making it look bright and fancy. And we had to fight it. We had to watch out for it. We had to do our thing, be aware of what's going on, and how they're doing it. That's what I've been saying. It's all money. Most of the big churches, they had their financial planners buying properties and businesses and you name it. Not going to the poor and needy, but going out to fill their pockets. Number one, Joel Osteen. And people give him money left and right. It's sad. It is really sad. Yes, our currency says in God we trust, and they would love to take that off. They would love to take it off. Really love to take it off. It's sad what's going on. I can't express it enough. It's sad. We are on a downhill. We're on a spiral. It's not going to stop unless we stop it. So let's get out there. Let's do our thing. Let's help all the groups. Let's help all the people that's fighting for freedom. Don't talk bad about them. Give them all of our help, all of our support, whatever it takes. Help them out. These people are saying the 1776 RM is done. They're lost. They're no more. They put their tail between their legs and they're hiding. Let's hope not, folks. Let's pray. Let's pray that we can help each other and help all of them. Whether we think one thing's right or not, or it don't matter. Keep it to yourself and help all these groups out. They need it. We need it. And let's pray that we can stop this. Do our job. Wave our flags. Get back to where we were when the truckers went across the country and people were lining the bridges and filling up the bridges. We've got to get back to that. We don't have to circle Washington. We can do it in our own communities. We can do it on our own state capitals. We can do it wherever we are. It don't matter whether you're on a computer, whether you're on live streaming, whether you're calling your representatives. Do what it takes. Get out there and do it. No matter whatever you can do it. If you can't get out of your house, help people financially. Help them carry on the cause. Only we can do it. Only we can do it. And if you find that person's wasting the money, don't send it to them. It's just like these churches. If they're wasting your money, don't send it to them. Send it to a halfway house or for the poor, needy. Send it to them in God's name. That's the same as tithing. It's in God's name, not the church's name. It's in God's name. And we have to help everybody. So everybody, don't worry about what people are saying about grifting and what have you. Help each other out. If your organization needs money, help them out. Don't try to kill them. It's pathetic how they're trying to kill our freedom movements. I just can't fathom it, how somebody could think that way. When you give, you don't give for one particular thing. You give to the organization for them to do as they need. Not ask to see what they're using it for. Because there's always something that's going to come up that they're going to need it for. So it shouldn't matter. If you're giving to a church, you don't want to see. It's crazy how people want to give, but they want to know what's going on with it. If you want to know what's going on with it, don't give it. Keep your money to yourself. You need it more. That's how I think about it. I've given to plenty of them for a meal or what have you. Whatever they use it for, I don't care. I give it from my heart. not to know what they do with it. And I've given quite a bit, and I probably still will. But folks, that's the way we got to look at it. Seriously. If you want to give, forget what they use it for. Give out of your heart. Give for God, not for yourself. You're freezing. How cold is it? They are scared of us. That's why they're trying to shut us down. They are scared of us. They're scared that everybody will rise up and demand that they do the right thing. And they are scared of us. So we need the numbers. We need to get people enthused. We need to get them going, get off their duffs, get busy, and turn this thing around. And we can do it. No ifs, ands, or buts. We can do it because there's enough people that feel the same way. If they're shown that they don't need to be afraid, they won't be. But they did that on January 6th for one reason, and they're still doing it for one reason, to keep us down. They got that thumb down on us, and they're pushing us to hide. We can't hide. We can't get it done hiding. We have to come out of the shell, and we need to do it, and do it big time. Hopefully, everybody will. I'm feeling rough today too. I don't know what it is, but you tell I'm getting choked up and everything. And my stomach and head spins, and I don't know what it is. It's awful. But I'm gonna call it for now because, like I said, I'm starting to feel it. But folks, like and share, and help these live streamers out. They're working for you. They're bringing the information to you and trying to spread the word. And if you can live stream yourself. We need all we can get. No fighting amongst each other. Share their addresses out, get it out so they can spread the word. So we can raise a mighty force. We can raise a mighty voice. And that's what we need, the mighty force and the mighty voice. So guys, let's get out there and do it. Until the next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye now.